I have to admit that after the debacle that was the last episode, I was a little hesitant to come back today because I did not want a repeat of what we dealt with yesterday. However, we're here. Welcome back to South by Sudvest. I'm Mr. Cellophane. Make sure you drop a like if you've been enjoying the series so far, please. And thank you. We start off on the screen of Angelos Stavridis. Absolute proof that if you give a guy a chance, he may just take it and run with it. He's made 13 appearances for us so far in the league, 1 in the DFB Pokal. 9 of them starts. He's got 4 goals so far on the season, playing that deep-lying forward role. So he has definitely added quite a bit to this team. How have we done? We have done excellently, thank you very much. You remember, we lost 4-1 to Karlsruhe. Well, we were able to bounce back against Kaiserslautern, a match that I thought we were going to get absolutely dominated in, and it was actually the direct opposite of that. We held in possession. We kept them to only like 3 or 4 shots the entire match. We ended up pulling off a 1-0 victory, Paul Henrich scoring that goal. We followed that up with a 2-2 draw against Hanover. Now, this one we went down pretty early. They hit us with a quick-fire double. Haris Tabakovic converting on a penalty. A minute later, Luka Pfeffer adding a second. It was 2-0 just as we were heading towards the half. Then Angelos Stavridis, there's that guy again. He managed to score in added time in the first half to bring us within 2-1. We then got an own goal off of Silas Kanaka to tie things up in the 63rd minute. We held on to get the point on the road. We then returned home, beat Dynamo Dresden by a score of 2-1. Yannick Rochel got things started off pretty early, scoring in the 4th minute. Now, Weaverton was able to get one back and tie things up in the 30th minute. And this was a cross that Driyaka misjudged and left the goal wide open for Weaverton to score in. However, Alex Schaefer coming in off of the bench 2 minutes into second half stoppage time was able to put us ahead and get a much well-deserved 3 points. Then we had our second round matchup in the DFB Pokal against Eintracht Frankfurt. And surprisingly, we absolutely ran the Bundesliga side ragged. Yannick Rochel got the only goal of the match in the 66th minute. Eintracht Frankfurt did not have many good opportunities at all throughout this one, and we pretty much led this match from wire to wire, held on to the 1-0 victory, which meant we were going to meet up with Bayer Leverkusen in the 3rd round. We'll get to that in just a minute. We then kept our winning ways going, our 3rd in a row, a 1-0 victory over Holstein Kiel. We weren't great in this match, to be perfectly honest with you. Kiel was on the bottom of the table, which naturally meant that they were going to massively overperform. But Samir Shaheen able to get his first goal of the year off of a deflection in the 53rd minute to give us a 1-0 victory. We then followed it up with a 3-0 hammering at home of Braunschweig. Now, Manuel Feil, about 30 minutes in, picked up a red card after he picked up his 2nd yellow card of the match. Meant we were down to 10 men. It was 0-0 at the time, and that's where we were at the half. But in the second half, we finally were able to turn things on. Yannick Rochel breaking through in the 56th minute, puts us up 1-0. Marvin Yusin added a second, and then Leonard Niederlander, 4 minutes later, made it 3, and that was where we ended up. On the road at Hertha Berlin, we did fall 1-0. Weren't able to get a lot going on in this match. Now, Hertha Berlin has massively dominated us throughout this entire save. So the fact that we were only able to hold them to 1, and we had some good opportunities. We had a goal called back, and then we had one clank off of the crossbar by Schaefer in the 92nd minute or so. So we could have tied it up, but unfortunately, we just did not. That led us to a match against Wien Wiesbaden at home. Another team that seems to have had our number. They were sitting in 4th on the table when we met up, and they took a 2-0 lead on goals by Simon Lorenz and Ivan Patayan. I thought we were done. But then Florian Ballas off of the bench, scoring off of a corner kick. Both of their goals were off of corners as well, by the way. Angelos Stavridis, there he is again, 97th minute, literally at the last second, took it from the midfield line all the way into the box, slotted it past the goalkeeper to secure a point at home in a match that I seriously thought we were going to lose. And then we took on Bayer Leverkusen at home. So it was our second consecutive home matchup in the DFB Pokal. And we were excellent in this match. Jan Tianqiu got through everybody wide open, one-on-one with the keeper, beat Driyaka to put them ahead in the 19th minute. But then Lars Gindorf, in the first minute of the second half, was able to equalize. Dominik Martinovic, in the second minute of extra time, put us ahead 2-1. But then Hugo Ekitike in the 111th minute, off of a final third throw-in. As soon as I saw they won the throw-in, I'm like, they're going to equalize, and they did not disappoint. He threw it in, got it back, played it to the guy who scored. It was awful. And then, in the penalty shootout, Dominik Martinovic and Yannick Rochel both completely missed the target. So we're out of the DFB Pokal in the third round. Where does that put us on the table, you may ask? We are currently in 9th place. We've played 16 matches, so we're just shy of the midway point. This is going to be our midway game, match week 17 for us against Greunther Fürth. 7 wins, 3 ties, 6 losses, -1 on the goal difference, 24 points on the board. At one point, before we drew Wien Wiesbaden and lost to Hertha Berlin, we were actually in 3rd place on the table. So we are having an excellent season so far, taking on Greunther Fürth, currently sitting in 14th, 18 points after 16 matches. And our positive/attacking mindset has worked out very well for us, as has our starting lineup. We've kept it relatively steady this whole time. Now I'm going to bring in Marin Klaric on the bench. Kian Shear passed the fitness test, but he's not really ready to go. I'm trying to keep any guys who cannot play, are not 100% ready to play. Whether or not they're match fit or not, as long as they are physically fit, they are going to be in our match day squad. So Driyaka is going to be in goal. He has been absolutely fantastic. A back four of Akhmedov, Sickinger, Adieli, and Manuel File. File has also been chef's kiss, except, the match where he got thrown out, and he almost got thrown out again in the match that he was able to come back for. But when he's not in foul trouble, he has been wonderful. Niederlander and Samir Shaheen finally getting that nice relationship going on there. It's going to be Yannick Rochel and Gindorf. Rochel leading the team with 5 goals. He has been pretty good as a striker, but he's been excellent as our advanced playmaker. And it's going to be Marvin Yusin and Angelos Stavridis up front, taking on a Greunther Fürth team that we've beaten and we have lost badly to. So hopefully we're going to go swing back the other way. We are the media darlings right now of the Zweite Bundesliga, and we have just been an incredibly solid team. We start off on the front foot with a bit of a positive mentality. If I find things aren't really clicking for us, I will kick things up a notch, because I do find when we get more attacking, we end up playing better defensively at the same time because we're not so afraid. Hundohi with a very early opportunity from range, but he's going to miss that 20 seconds in. First shot of the match already coming, although it's not counting on the statistics, so that's very, very strange. He was onside from what I could tell. So far this season, I've been getting the feeling like we are pushing all of the right buttons, and I'm trying not to jinx it. There's another pickoff by File. Gindorf, Stavridis played back out. File. He's going to be overtaken, but he gets it free to Samir Shaheen, who will just drop it back for Adieli. We take our time. Samir Shaheen quickly to Gindorf. I think we take our time, and I say quickly. Stavridis pushing it toward the far sideline. We'll drop it back for Adieli. We have been dominating in possession most every match. In fact, when we took on Eintracht Frankfurt, we had like 70% possession through most of the first 60, 70 minutes of that match. File still in control, and we are doing a wonderful job right here. Niederlander quickly to Gindorf. Now we're moving for him. Gindorf has got Yusin with a drive from about 22 yards out. And unfortunately, he got just a little bit too much out of that. Our first shot of the match coming about 10 minutes in. Final third throwing for us. Akhmedov can't reach his man. Asta will clear. Samishaheen, though, tracking it down. Our tenacity has been wonderful. Akhmedov ridden off it. Rochelt feeds Yusin. Yusin puts it inside far post. Fourth goal of the year if it stands. The flag remained down on the far side. So this is going to be up to VAR. Are they going to overturn it? They will not. And it's ELVERSBERG 1, Greunther Fürth 0. Samishaheen making this play. Akhmedov almost loses it, but Yannick Rochelt turning, firing it to Yusin, who finds Pater behind Schenziger to make it a 1-0 game. But a highlight right away for Greunther Fürth as they look to come right on back. Hansbrook feeding Kutris. Kutris is in. Kutris shoots. Dryaka save made, and Niederlander able to clear it, but Asta looking to recycle it rather quickly. Luckily, no harm, no foul is going to come from that. In fact, I'm going to go into our more attacking mode. I think that could be just what we need to really shore things up. So when we're looking positively, we're not getting careless. Played in the middle, cleared away. Hansbrook getting it back. Kutris way wide. Dryaka did not have to make a move for that one. Still 1-0. We've played 17 minutes. And so far, Greunther Fürth asking some questions, but not very pointed ones. Akhmedov, great with the ball, but almost loses it to Littig. Goda ends up with it. Utunji turns it over. Akhmedov right into the middle. Hansbrook is in, and he slots it past Dryaka. Jermaine Hansbrook's third of the year ties things up at 1. Just when I thought we were making a fantastic play, it absolutely went to garbage. Akhmedov throwing it in the middle. Not enough weight on it to reach Adieli. Hansbrook jumps on it. Johnny on the spot to make it 1-1. But the match momentum has definitely been in our favor. Possession nearly 2-1 for ELVERSBERG. So I'm very confident that in the time remaining, and we've got about 70 minutes or so, in the time remaining, we will be absolutely fine in this match, although Greunther Fürth out shooting us 4-2 at the moment. Akhmedov going up the line. He's got Marvin Yusin there coming deep. Zickinger looking to play it to Niederlander. Akhmedov. Zickinger is kind of taken over for Zentner, who had picked up an injury, but Zickinger's just been playing well. He's consistent. File carrying it deep, sending it over everybody. Asta looking to clear it. Kutris taking his time before sending it long. Zickinger will settle it down and look to start it forward again. Akhmedov moving it to his right. Gindorf plays it through the middle. He's got Marvin Yusin. Yusin's got a shot. It gets through the goalkeeper. Schengizer, his 5th of the year, and ELVERSBERG reclaims the lead. It's ELVERSBERG 2, Greunther Fürth 1. Yusin didn't get a ton on that shot, but you miss 100% of the shots that you do not take, so he took it anyway. I think if he had gone to the left of the keeper, to that far post, he would have had an easier time. They're going to say it was a tight offside. It most definitely was not. Just our third shot of the game, second on target, and our second in the back of the net. Marvin Yusin with a brace in the first 26 minutes of this match. Let's see if he can get the hat trick before everything is said and done. We are just getting so many more chances. No clear-cut chances for us in this match, just the 2 half chances, but we have taken advantage of them, and we have made all of our chances pay off. Samir Shaheen, can he find the lane? He lays it out wide. Manuel File into the box, pushing it deeper. File finds Stavridis. Stavridis with a tough angle shot, and Schengizer gets his body in front of it. Will knock it out behind for a corner, which Lars Gindorf is going to take. Gindorf with only just the 1 goal, but he's been pretty good on these corners. Adieli pops one over. Not really much of a threat on that corner. We haven't done as well on the corners as I would like. The one that Florian Ballas scored, it kind of bounced around a bit before it came to him, and he was able to just hammer it home. Gindorf around the edge of the box. File chipping it in, looking for use, and it's cleared away. And Gonsbrook looking to start the rush, but they'll turn it over. Zickinger is there. Niederlander will just lay it back for Adieli, taking his time. Niederlander, one-touch pass to Shaheen, throwing it over the top, looking for Yannick Rochel, who plays it to Gindorf. Gindorf moves it to his right foot and scores his 2nd of the year. VAR is going to check this one as well. There is a chance that Gindorf was offside on this one, but that chance is 0, my friends. The goal's been awarded. It's now ELVERSBERG 3, Greunther Fürth 1. Rochelt putting it into the middle. Ginsdorf using his left foot to put it into a much more favorable position, beating Schendiger to his left. And 3 shots on target, 3 goals for ELVERSBERG. And this is the kind of match, my friends, that we should have had in the last episode that we just could not manifest against Karlsruhe. But right now we are running Greunther Fürth ragged all over the pitch, and we have absolutely dominated this one from start to finish, except for obviously the Jermaine Consbrook goal, but that was just a bad turnover. We are controlling possession. That is what we want to do. We are playing our game. And as long as we play our game, we are going to win. And I think that this is, keeping my fingers crossed, we still have half a season left to go. This could very easily be our best season of the save, which honestly comes not a moment too soon, because I was sitting there after the Karlsruhe match going, I don't know if this save is worth continuing. I'm being completely honest with you. It was the Karlsruhe match, and even after the episode before, when we started the season with a terrible 3-0 loss to Hamburg, where I was like, what is the point? Well, luckily, I have persevered, and it is starting to bear fruit. Look at all of that green in our lineup. Foul throwing it in. Can't quite reach Stavridis, but Niederlander wins it back. He's got Rochelt in space. Rochelt with a drive, and Schengenzer gets his hands on it, which will lead to, yet again, another Lars Gindorf corner. Can we do something with this one? Oh, almost. I thought Ali was going to get his head on it. Akhmedov, though, puts that one out into touch. He's not having the greatest match here, so I think that Joshua Mies may be coming on for him in just a couple of... We'll give him a few minutes just to try to get his bearings back, try to get his feet back under him. But Darkan Akhmedov so far this season has been decent. Hasn't really done a lot of contributing to the scoring. He had a number of assists last year. He hasn't quite seen that level of success. Obviously, he's not gunning forward nearly as much as he was. He's not on that attacking duty that he used to be on. He's playing fullback on support, which in a way I think has suited him better, even though we're not getting that production out of him. I think it's made us definitely more solid along the back, which is something we desperately needed. Samir Shaheen winning it back. Gindorf quickly to Stavridis. Stavridis pushing it wide to his right. He's going to carry it deep toward the corner flag. Lays it back. Manuel File trying to find Stavridis. It's cleared away. Huntonji able to get it free. Pushing it forward for Greunther Fürth. Looking to make it 3-2. Carries it into the box. He's in. He shoots. And Andreas Huntonji does score his 8th of the year. That is the problem with having Manuel File bombing forward in quite the way that he does. Yeah, sometimes we are going to get caught out. There he is. Joshua Mies is there. We're going to leave him in that position. Anybody, Niederlander is absolutely gassed. Robin Zentner is going to take his place as we confirm those subs, which will take place, obviously, after play stops here. Manuel File, off of the ensuing kickoff, plays the Bjarnik Rochelt, met with some resistance. Samir Shaheen now with it. Back for Adieli, wide for File. Back to the goal, so we're kind of not moving forward. This is the one problem when we go attacking is when we aren't actually attacking. Good ball, though, to Gindorf. His pass, though, picked off, and Greunther Fürth looking to go the other way. We are still edging them on shots on goal, 8-7. We've got them in the XG battle. We are dominating in possession, and we are still leading this match 3-2, but we are not winning nearly as comfortably as I wish we could be at this part of the match. So we're going to make some substitutions with about 20 minutes left. Lars Gindorf on a yellow. He'll be replaced by Marin Klaric, who has been very good. Yannick Rochelt will come out, and Paul Henrich will take his spot. And Dominic Martinovic is going to come in for Angelo Stavridis. So we're going to make a triple change. No changes left. So nobody gets sent off. Nobody get injured. We have nobody to replace you with. Although, as we proved in the one match against Braunschweig, we're pretty good when we're down a man. Off of the free kick. Sentner, what a clearance. Marvin Houston, can he get there? That 10 pace just does not work for him. Asta winning it back. And Greunther Fürth still in control. Perez Vinloff up the left wing, gets it back from Kuhnless. Vinloff is in, he shoots, and that's fought off by Dryaka. I think he probably should have done a better job with that one, but I am not going to complain. They're trying to tell us to replace Rafael Adieli, but we have no more subs. We have used all 5 of our substitutions, so I don't know what our assistant manager is getting at there. Scholl to Schleichel. Out for Konsbra, and Dryaka laying out and making a masterful save. That one very easily could have found the bottom corner of the net, and Greunther Fürth could have found an equalizer. Asta, right into the hands, off of the head of Logbo. That is the one thing that I feel like Dryaka has really brought us this year, is that extra level of stability in goal, especially off of set pieces. Sure, we still give up our fair share. Zentner laying it out for Mies, playing it in, Henrich to Samir Shaheen. His quick shot is going to be deflected by Neflin, and that's going to go out for yet another ELVERSBERG corner. But a lot of the times he has made himself absolutely huge in that goal, and that's something we were not getting from Schreiber, and we surely were not getting recently from Tim Boss. Both guys are still on the team. Schreiber's still waiting for us to offer him a new contract. He will be our backup goalkeeper moving forward. We're just going to need to get him to agree to a backup goalkeeper's contract. Hopefully he'll be able to do that. Otherwise, I guess Tim Boss gets the job by default. Ball forward. Marvin Yusin, he's got men in the box. Yusin into the middle. Klaric almost scoring his first senior goal for the team. What a save by the Greunther Fürth goalkeeper. 10 minutes left. We've got to keep this pressure on. File in. Can't pick out Adieli. Kutris playing it out behind. So here we go again. I think Manuel File's going to take this one as well. All these outswingers. We are an in-swinger taking team. That is what our corner tactic is. Adieli can't win another one. Klaric has it, though. Has his pocket pick, but we win it back. Mies to Zickinger. Klaric gets it once again before laying it back. Samir Shaheen, and we're just going to hold on to the ball for a little bit, except for Shaheen is going to turn that one over. Kuchis out wide, but luckily no harm, no foul, at least from what we could tell on the rest of that highlight. Still at the 64% possession, which is really such a dramatic change from past... Oh, no, a final third throw, and you've got to be joking me. Pfaffenrod to Arnold in the middle. Oh, what a block, and what a clearance by Zickinger. Thank you very much, Carlos Zickinger. I'm glad you are a captain and you're still on this team. I mean, he's only 28, 29 years old, so he's not like too old. Ball played forward. Martinovic is there. He's got Klaric in the middle, and again, fended off by Zengiger. Coming this close, he really is getting hungry for that first goal. That 6.5 rating is doing him dirty right now. File sending it to the edge of the box. It's headed clear. Logbo's got it. They've got numbers the other way, but I think that was going to be offside. Yeah, free kick has been awarded by the referee. We got very, very lucky there because Greunther Fürth definitely had numbers going forward. Final minute of the 90, played into the box off of a free kick. Dryaka is just going to handle that one himself. Now we are going... We're going to start wasting some time, my friends. I'm going to trigger the press just a little bit less often. We're going to drop back just a tad. And in transition, of course, we are going to slow the pace down. I don't want to take short kicks. We're going to roll it out. Adieli up for Samir Shaheen. Let's go. Come on, let's get one more. Little insurance. Klaric ahead. Henrich picked off, but Martinovic wins it back. Oh, he's got a man up the middle, but he's offside, so we've got to hold on to it for a little bit longer. Konsbrook able to knock it away from him, and here comes Pfaffenrod. Up that right wing, Pfaffenrod still with it. He's got Mies with him, playing it into the middle. Hundoji gets his head on it, but pops it up over the goal. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Hopefully, they will elapse without much incident. Dryaka playing it straight forward. Samir Shaheen's got it. Scott Klaric, now they are committing men forward, so we're going to have some space in this middle third. Samir Shaheen looking to get it into the box, misses all of his men. Arnold playing it ahead. Pfaffenrod near side. Kutris dropping it back. Perez Vlaloff. Naflin looking for Logbo. Logbo getting in behind the defense. He carries it deep. His cross, though, is going to reflect off of the leg. I believe that is Adieli. It is for a Greunther Fürth corner. It ain't over yet, my friends. Klaric heads it. Zickinger clears it. And hopefully that we'll do it. I am okay if we don't get another highlight. This is another super long episode. These matches have seen a lot of scoring, so they just continue on and on and on. But there we go, the full-time whistle. You guys finally, in Season 5, get to see a victory. Elversberg holding on to 3-2 on the scoreboard. Marvin Houston picking up a brace early on. We got an extra goal by Lars Gindorf, so it was 3-0. Well, 3-1. I don't know, man. We're up to 7th. 27 points through 17 matches, which puts us 16 points. No, 26 points. No, 16 points shy of our best. So we've got the winter break coming, so we're going to take you through. We'll bring you St. Pauli after the winter transfer window. I don't think we're going to be doing any business, but who knows? We're hitting on the road, so we're going up north against St. Pauli. We've also got matches against Hansa Rostock, Hamburg, and Nuremberg, and that's all happening next time. If you've enjoyed the series so far, if you've made it this far, make sure you hit a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also, turn on that notification so you know when the next episode comes out and you can be one of the first ones to watch it. Wouldn't that be super cool? I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for being here. Until then, bye-bye.